Yes, what's going on? It's Mex. Welcome back to Players World. We're here at Goodwood for Players Classic 2021. The cars are rolling in. The show's getting started. It's getting set up. So let's have a walk around. Let's take a look. Let's go. So, what's the plan for the lap?
Don't crash.
Good.
I mean, that is generally always my plan, but it doesn't always come together.
Because as Baggsy makes a big error. Baggsy makes a big error and puts himself into the wall.
But I'm going to be in there, so definitely don't crash.
Yeah. Well, the thing is about your lap is that Goodwood are giving us special permission to drive the whole track. So we can actually do the whole track, as well as up and down the straight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So for you only, I can do some laps around the actual track.
Sick.
Yeah. I mean, more opportunity to crash.
Another big round from the Red Ox. Oh! And Baggsy makes contact.
I can't. That catch is welded in properly, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm sure the boys have done everything that needs to be done to make sure you're safe. You'll be fine.
And they're going to strap me in good.
Yeah. Strap you in nice and tight.
I can't wait. So, guys, welcome back to Players World. It's Mex with Baggsy, and I'm about to go out for a lap of madness.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as long as I'm not screaming, we'll all be fine. If you're screaming, that's cool. That means you're probably having a great ride. If I start looking like I'm panicking, it's probably going to go wrong. So,
yeah, then I'll jump out.
Yeah. I'm glad to be back. This is like my 4th time here at Players Classic at Goodwood. It's always awesome to be invited back. It's such a cool event. I get to see some amazing cars. I get to go out on track and show people what drifting's about, which is a huge thing here at Goodwood now. And it's such a privilege to be invited back constantly to keep doing what we do. I think Goodwood realise now that, this is actually, awesome what happens here with drifting and the show and everything else. So, yeah, I'm super excited every time we come back. Looking forward to Festival of Speed in a couple of weeks as well. So this is a great warm-up for that. And tomorrow, obviously, back here again on Sunday. Just looking forward to getting a chance to actually look around the show properly, catch up with people that I don't normally get to see throughout the year. And just have a good time. Go and get some of that pizza.
Yeah, that's it. We were looking for the pizza actually.
I was going to get some. I was going to get some today, but the queue's like 100 people deep. So I think the pizza's been a success here at Players.
Maybe tomorrow we can queue jump.
I mean, if I can buy a queue jump ticket like at Chessington or something, maybe that's an idea for next year's. Okay, cool. I see how it is. I need to buy a pack of playing cards and a hole punch and a lanyard.
Yes.
All expense spared here at Players. No, don't worry about printing tickets, Rick. We'll just get playing cards.
Go big or go home.
As fuck. When he puts it towards the wall, you're like, nah!
Yeah, I was exactly like that.
Yeah,
He was doing like this weird Michael Jackson thing where he was like squeezing his nuts, going, ah!
I took him out the 911 and he was going, ooh, so I was like, you come out with Baggsy, you'll be pulling all sorts of faces.
And I think I did. Wow, that's amazing. That's $1 million, that experience.
You into that, yeah?
I loved it. I've never been so scared, but I loved it. Thank you.
You know, worries, man. It's always fun, as I said, coming here to Goodwood. it's always a bit boring for me out there if I'm on my own. Like, it's great to put on a show for everybody, but for me, I get most excited about when like a passenger jumps out of the car and they're like hyped on being in the car. For me, that gets me buzzing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like we did the best we could with the straight and everything here at Goodwood. So that was awesome. I'm really pleased with how it went, and we didn't crash. Nothing's on fire. Nothing's on fire. Goodwood are happy. Jay's happy. Rikki looks happy-ish. Camera looks a bit dirty, but
Thanks. Yeah, that pit entry, exit, drift, whatever. That is scary.
is it? I was alright. I was fine. Like, you should come to Drift Masters. That's scary. Like fourth gear flat, looking at two walls, trying to ping pong off one to the other. That's when it gets a little bit gnarly.
Yeah, we'll 100% do that. That was amazing. I really appreciate it, man. That was the best experience I've had.
Anytime, man.
Thank you very
Anytime.
much.
Pleasure.
Thank you, sir. So we're here at Beast's Barber Shop with Paul, and who's in the hot chair. So this is part of the show. Jay goes missing. Find him, getting a hair chop. What are you getting? Short back and sides?
Yep.
Is that your normal style?
Yeah.
What's your biggest inspiration when it comes to hairdressing?
You.
You've seen my mop.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul, what's the biggest challenge about cutting Jay's hair in the middle of the show when we really need him out there?
He's really picky. He shouts a lot, swears a lot. No, he doesn't really.
I'm not surprised.
No, he doesn't.
So we've been giving our marching orders. So let's go and actually run the show. Well, let's go and do that. Yes, guys. So we are here at Players Classic at Goodwood with the Kyza and JP's mad creation behind us. This Kyza, talk to us about it. Did this start as a render that wasn't meant to come to life? Is that right?
Yeah, this was a render I just designed for the sake of designing it. It didn't exist. It's drawing inspiration from Group 5, Peugeots and that whole era of cars. And I'd never seen it done in a Mark II Golf. You have the dimmer era and everything, and I was just like, why not? No one's ever going to build it. It's like, I'll just make it wide as hell. And then JP, messaged on the gram, and he's like, can we build it?
That's wild. So it slid into the DMs, and he was like,
Yeah.
bro, send me the files.
Literally, he was just like, I love the design. It's crazy. How do we go about building it? And then we're on the phone talking back and forth. I was like, look, JP, I was like, this really hasn't been built with reality in mind at all. Like, proportions are crazy. Everything is completely obscene. And he was like, it's cool, we'll sort it. Like him, Prior Designs, like 2-3 months later, they had the kit done, prototyped. I'm just like completely mind blown.
Yeah, that's wild. So that's a Prior design kit. They've done obviously all the molds, and they've done.
Design did all the manufacturing of the kit. It's supposed to be a collaboration between LTO and Prior and JP, and I believe it will be sold as a limited number of kits as well. But yeah, I still can't fathom the fact that you can open the door in it. Like I can't believe it's here. I can't believe it's something that you can touch and see.
Yeah, it's wild. When we saw it come off the trailer on Friday afternoon, like obviously I'd seen pictures, I'd seen the renders, but seeing it in real life, it's wild.
It's one of those things as well where, because it wasn't designed to be built. You have the LTO cars and everything. This is more of a raw kind of version of one of my designs. Like, it's a one-off, like it's crazy. It really is.
So even things like the vents, all this, you can just tell it was not designed to be obviously made into a road car. What were the biggest challenges and what were the biggest issues when it came to obviously getting the kit together? You're aware?
Proportions. So, because if you're using models online, they're not always 100% accurate. So technically, the usual way of going about these things is you get a scan of the car that you're going to use, and then you get a CAD artist or the technical aspect. They will take the design and then recreate it on top of a scan, which is what they did prior, sorted everything out. But like in the render, the car is almost more compact and compressed. And I think it was a little bit wider on the rear as well. But even looking at this, like you look at that width and you're like, how is that even possible? But like given the balance between the front and rear, they've really it's better than the renders.
There is an LTO E30 over there. Should we go and have a look at it?
We should, yeah.
So obviously we've had a look at the Mark II that you rendered and JP and Pride design brought to life. But now we're here with essentially your baby LTO and E30. This is you.
Yeah, so this is the first UK LTO kitted E30. And it's quite a personal one for me just because it's in my home country. You know, like it's here where I live, and it was built by friends that live 40 minutes away. You know, like it's one of those feelings where it just makes everything kind of real. You know, like over the last 2 years from starting LTO and learning along the way, you know, like to get to this point where I can have friends building these cars worldwide, you know, and yeah, then we have this like as the end product, you know, like it's no words.
Yeah, it's an absolute vibe to be able to bring something from as wild as the renders that you've started into something that's real and tangible and you can touch. And as you say, it's not a wild SEMA build that's in Vegas and you got to travel thousands of miles. I saw your first design at SEMA when it was unveiled. I was there when like the covers came off at the Toyo booth, and it was wild to see it. And same sort of feeling as obviously what you're saying. It's seeing it in the local sort of area that, you know, like it's, you know, seeing the car here in the flesh, being able to touch it and say it's real. So, and obviously BASF inspired livery. I really like it. I dig it. I think the wheel choice is a very good one. So who decided the wheels?
I did, just because I'm obsessed with LHRMs, you know, by Rotoform. I use them in all my renders, and it's also why I use them on my RX-7 as well. I was like, okay.
That's where I was going with this.
I was like, all right, I've got to get them on my RX-7 as well. I'm just obsessed with that wheel, and in, you know, concave, wide wheels, they look mega. So I'm like, yes, please, I want them on this, and the guys agreed, thankfully. And this is also the first car, I think, worldwide that has the full kit on it, and that is this low as well. This is touching the floor, like, you know, it's pretty much on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, so what by the full kit you mean there's two SEMA builds?
Yeah, so we do two different stages of this. We do stage 1, which is front fenders, rear fenders, side skirt, front splitter, and then stage 2, which is that and the rear spoiler and rear diffuser. Most people tend to go with stage 1 and then do their own thing for the rear. But yeah, these guys were like, yeah, full kit, let's do it.
Yeah, like, okay, so that's the difference.
It's changed over the years a little bit as well. Like our first prototype in 2018, which you saw, it was less wide. It wasn't as wide as this. It was, we've had to, you know, radius the arches just so that it rolls better. You can roll lower when you're driving. And rear fenders are also wider, so they have more of an impact. But yeah, you still get like the original inspiration for this kit was Group 5 era, you know, DTM, that kind of era. That's why the rear spoiler is fucking huge and slanted. And just seeing builds like this, it just encapsulates everything that's in here, and yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much for talking us through your builds. I love, you know, we've spoken about this. I think your mental and the things that you come out with are wild. It's crazy to see them in real life here and there. Thanks very much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. It's players.
That's it. Cheers, man. Cheers. So we're here with Liam Duran, World Rallycross Badman. And Monster Energy athlete. You're doing the
race school.
So you're doing the Liam Duran race school today?
So, yeah. Apparently so, so I've been told. Never done this before in my life. I think I need the race schooling, not me doing everyone else, but yeah, here I am.
Good. What have you thought of the show today?
Yeah, it's been really good actually. It's a great stand of the cars. My first impression. I've never been to Players before, but it's got a brilliant stand of the cars. People suck, but the cars are really good.
Yeah, I think that's quite the trend every year. But so you're going out with one of the Regal boys in E30.
I'm so told. It's got paddle shift, and it's quite a substantial car. So wish me luck.
I wish you all the luck, but I think you'll be in good hands. The guys know what they're doing, and that car's, I think it's their first outing, but it seems a really good build.
I'm hoping for the best.
I'm hoping for you too. Guys, yeah, so Liam's about to go out with the Regal boys to check out this E30. Let's see how he gets on. So we're here with Ryan and Liam after the driving school. How did you feel it went?
Really good. I was really impressed actually. I had a good time. I was really nervous going into it. Didn't have the shakes, but I was close. But after the first lap, I felt comfortable and it was good. I was quite impressed.
Good. Ryan, that's good feedback.
Yeah, I mean, game of 5 before he got out, but yeah, no.
But how did, obviously, new build for you, how did you find it on track?
First session, man, I was really like, is this all going to stay together? Am I going to drop oil everywhere for everyone? Like, first session out of the way was good, and then probably been out 5-6 times, so happy.
Good. How did you feel Liam's input has been?
Liam's input, it's 900 kilos. So when we're both sat in it, I'm like, oh, am I going to even make it up the straight? So that was number one. But yeah, it was really loud in there with the gearbox, and it was this dog box, straight cut, whining away, like open stack. So really loud. So we were quiet for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, do we need to keep going out? So we decided to come in. We had a chat over there in the paddock. Liam basically said, stop being a pussy through the chicane, and you'll go quicker. So that, but like, I just don't want to hit.
My words, they weren't my words. He's putting words on my mouth.
Paraphrasing.
That was very nice.
But like, you've seen people hit that before, and I'm like, I don't want to be that guy on the track day that everyone's taking pictures of and then becomes like an internet meme. And so I'm like, I'm way too far away from them, which is good feedback. And I'm soaring away and overcorrecting, so that's good feedback
He's
as well.
definitely exaggerating my commentary. I never said he's been a pussy or he's soaring away. I said I want to see the fucking thing on 2 wheels.
Yeah.
If you're not on 2 wheels, you're a pussy.
A little bit, yeah.
We did. I just want that every lap.
Yeah, sounds good. So obviously it's a good takeaway to have obviously someone like Liam alongside you.
Yeah, and you know, you're going around all the time by yourself. You can't really watch yourself because you're like trying to get through anyway, and you've got people behind you and like loads of stuff going on. So to have someone watch you is really useful because they can see stuff you don't know that you're doing. Yeah.
How did you find Ryan overall, like with his driving? Obviously, you give him tips.
Like I said, I was good. I was nervous going into it because I didn't know him from Adam, obviously. But I felt comfortable straight away on the first lap. Car's capable, which is nice, because I wasn't sure what I was getting into. But car's capable and he drives it really well, so I was impressed. There's always going to be feedback. It wasn't by any means, I said it's constructive feedback. It's like, if I was driving, there'd be a couple of little things I'd do differently, but generally it was 95% good. I was impressed.
Good, I think that's...
Like I've managed to get Liam into a defensive position now. Like, he's like, oh, I didn't say that.
I didn't think he had a defensive position.
Yeah.
It was really shit.
So, thank you, Ryan, for taking Liam out and letting him obviously watch you drive and give you some tips. And thank you, Liam,
I'm voting role reversal next time. I'm voting needs to come in.
I will be screaming. I will be screaming. No, but seriously though, all joking aside, thank you for your input. It's appreciated.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks both of you for being on with us.
Thanks you for coming.
Yeah, that's what she said. We're here with Tom from Maguire's, part 2 of Tom Vidal. How does it feel to finally be here after 2020 not really being a thing, and you guys actually driving your cars into the show?
That's crazy. We picked that car up August 2019 from Sweden, started chopping it up December and finished it Thursday. So I needed the extra time, so I like COVID.
So you needed an extra year to roll it in here?
Yeah, I mean, anyone that's touched it, COVID has tripped us up along the way. So anyone that knows, like, manufacturers shut, so it's hard to get materials. So anyone that, through no one's fault, you know, just COVID kicked us a little bit, but it's mega to be back. Look, The sun's joining us. The cars look wicked. And again, two diverse builds are just crazy again out of the box that we build something totally different, Dale and I. So yeah.
Yes, totally different, as you say, from what you built last time. Last time we saw a turbo, Renault 5 turbo,
yeah.
and now we have an Amazon with what's in there?
So it's the 2.3 FK engine, which, without being a Volvo nerd, it had a 1800 red block. This is its bigger turbo brother. So I wanted to keep it period correct, just a little bit more spice.
A bit more, yeah, a little more spicy. Yeah. So how you feel the build's gone? How's it gone down this weekend?
I think it's been really popular. Lots of people have been saying nice stuff about it. I love it. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. I wanted something classic, something powerful, because I drive like an idiot. So I just want to shred the tyres, make some bangs, but look pretty. You know, bonnet up, it looks cool. Bonnet down, it looks really nice. So I really love it. Yeah, I'm really pleased.
Good. Yeah, I love it. I actually like Dale's for this time as well. Yeah, he's done all right. You both have done all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much, Tom, for having us. I know you're doing your thing right now.
Jay as well. So time for shout out for Jay as well, because I know everyone's hustling. I know you boys are working hard, but I also know that, like Rick said on the stage, it doesn't happen. Someone has to take the grief, and someone has to look on the people in the eyeballs and deal with all the grief, and that's Jay. So well done to Jay and for everyone as well. Thank you. It's been mega.
Thank you very much, Tom. Take it easy. Have a good one. So we're just with the other half of Tom versus Dale. Dale, how you doing?
Yeah, really good. It's amazing to be back out on a show field at Goodwood with show cars.
For sure, and with your show car, obviously, Tom said that he only just made it, even though he's had an extra year to build it. How did you get on?
Yeah, not too bad. The car, was done a few weeks ago. Managed to have a little bit of fun in it, but with all the restrictions, I kind of had to build it digitally. Luckily we're in a modern age of video phones and Teams calls, so having that distance away from the car, but finally being with it and enjoying it is incredible.
Yeah, that's really good. The car's turned out really well. Obviously, we're going to look into it in depth at one of our other videos. We just wanted to come and chat to you and see how you felt to be with the car finally, as you say, because you built it digitally and just to get to at least drive it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And with it being such a driver's car, with it being that supercharged V8 manual now, the road home's going to be fantastic.
Oh, you're driving it home tonight, are you?
Yeah, big time. Storage tomorrow, don't worry about it.
And the weather's held out, so I think you're going to enjoy it more than the drive-in.
Exactly. The drive-in was a bit sketchy with the rain, but it's nice and crisp and dry now, so we're going to have a lot of fun.
Perfect. Well, have a good, safe drive home. Enjoy your drive, and we'll catch you soon.
Take care.
See you later. Yes, guys, so we're currently in the public car park with Liam Doran. We're looking around to see if we can find the best that didn't get in for the Monster Trophy. Liam, I think we've got a good one.
Trophy. It's a big Monster Trophy.
The big Monster Trophy. Big Monster Trophy.
I think we've got a potential candidate here. Yeah. It's good, but what got it for me was the fact that it's got a full welding cage and bride buckets in it. It was actually a Recaro bucket and a bride bucket, so that's pretty cool. Toyota Mark II. Got all the good bits on it. I think we've got definitely a potential candidate.
Yeah, I think it's quite a vibe. Tinted, chrome tinted windows, huge vents in the front. Like Liam said, welding cage, odd.
Potentially genuine Ganna doors.
Potentially, yeah, that's a touch. It's got SSRs. It's a bit ropey, which means it's probably driven hard.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I reckon the chrome tints are really putting me off because I can't see the roll gauge.
Shotgun exhaust cut through the lower lip of the rear bumper.
And it's got a fitting private plate, hasn't it?
Yeah, the plate survived. De-wipered as well.
No, I didn't notice that. Good point. You've got a candidate.
Actually, from this angle, if you see, you can kind of see through the tints from this angle.
You can, and it's a proper cage. To be fair, that's what's really doing it for me. Is that cage in the car? It's good.
I think, I think we've got a winner chicken dinner. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Let's just take it easy. Let's not get too excited.
Let's have a lap of the car park, see what other gems we can find, and see if anything can beat this. Right. So we've found something else. What do you reckon?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of a split decision here, isn't it? I'm right into it. I'm right into it, but we'll go around it and see why you're not.
Yeah. So we found this 5 Series. With AC schnitzers, bagged, airlift. It all seemed pretty good. Reg checked it, 520, so we were like...
Pretty weak. 5 Series with a 2-litre engine is pretty weak, isn't it? But it wasn't just that. It got worse.
We carried on walking around and we thought, all right, oh wow, it's a Cat N. Blood.
Jay's not going to be into us choosing a cat end to win the award, but I mean, I'm still into it, to be honest. It's definitely used. Like the last one was ropey. This one's definitely driven.
Yeah. So obviously reverse entered into something, which is a bit up your street.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm still into it. It's a split decision, but I think we're going to go with a no because the cat end might tip some people over the edge.
Yeah. So let's have a look around a couple more, but if not, this is a very close second. I think we found potentially another winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, we've got a Crown Athlete estate here with a number plate, bruh. So it's a pretty good candidate as well. They're all, I mean, I feel like I'm taking the same vibe. They're all pretty big cars, aren't they? But this is another potential. Rare. Not much done to it. Genuine though, legit. Curtains as you want. Tints. Studs on the number plate. But no, it's a definite option as well.
Proper actually wheels. VS Works.
Like, it's got wheels, or they've all got wheels.
Like if they're not reps.
All right, it's got proper wheels. You mean? Sorry. Not in Mexico, and they have copies everywhere.
No, wooden cart wheels. Well, no, donkey carts.
No, donkeys don't have wheels. They have legs. But anyway, we've chosen 3, so we're gonna.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna go and really think about this and come up with just the one.
I think I've got it in my head, but we'll hand the trophy out, won't we?
So hang around and see what comes out trumps.
The one that stood out for me was a Toyota Mark II with SSRs on it. So I don't know if the person will be in here because I'm probably not expecting to win a prize. The registration was my J2X.
Yeah. No, J2XMY, wasn't it?
J2XMY, the other way around. So
J2XMY.
hopefully they're in here. It's a really cool rare car.
Yeah, you are here.
And I just want to say the reason why is because the best thing that stood out for me is it had chrome tints on it, so it didn't really stand out from the inside, but I took the liberty to get right involved and get inside the car, and it had, not in, but it's got not in, sorry, I'm not thieving cars. It's got a candy red welding cage and wraparound Recaro seats and stuff in it, so it looks super street, but obviously it was motorsport inside, so congratulations. Bit of an odd one, but there you go, well done.
The Players Classic car of the show 2021 is Mr. Phil Morrison with his absolutely amazing Lamborghini.
Phil, come and grab a bent up tyre, because I know you haven't got enough.
If you don't have enough smashed up wheels and tyres anyway, here's one that's not so smashed up.
And again, not picked because of what it is or how much money it is, it's the work that's gone into it and just how cool and the style of it, and we appreciate it. And again,
if you could just put it in the back of the, put it in the front of the Lambo.
Yeah, it's got to go in the front of the Lambo.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No, in the front seat on the way home, please, yeah? Oh, yes, now we're talking. Cheers, Phil.
Jay, so show's done, packing up. How you think the weekend went? Says it all. Yeah, so what's your thoughts on the weekend? Difficult, different COVID weekend?
Yeah, it's obviously been difficult, just with all the hoops we've had to jump through, but I think it was great in a way. It was quite nice to be involved in getting so many people back together, and yeah, I mean, we were lucked out with the weather, and yeah, people seemed to enjoy themselves, and yeah, I'm glad it seemed to go really well.
Yeah, I think everybody I spoke to said that they've really enjoyed themselves and they're so glad to be out and they're glad to be here in this setting and stuff. So I think you smashed it. Your team smashed it. I think you've done really well. Congratulations on another very successful show, considering everything that you've had to, as you say, hoops you have to jump through. Well done. Thank you for having me.
Couldn't do it without everyone else's help, yourself included.
Thanks. So this has been Players Classic 2021 at Goodwood. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I hope you enjoyed Baggsy's display. I hope you enjoyed the interviews with Liam. I hope you enjoyed everything we brought you. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Take care. Catch you next time. Peace.